Hello, and welcome to the latest episode of the Video Game Chooch podcast.
Hi.
You are on the threshold of another amazing adventure.
You damn right.
I'm your host, John. With me this week is With me this week is the last surviving member of I can't do it.
You can do this. You can do this. It's okay. It's okay.
I don't remember. I don't remember the line.
I am all that remains of a once great, and then like the line kind of fizzles out, so I don't know what the last word is.
No, I think it's a once great nation or something like that. I don't remember, but oh my god,
that's a good song.
2, 1.
Like of all the new music in Danganronpa, that one, like the frequency with which they play it should annoy me, but it doesn't because it's so good.
It's so good.
It's real good.
Anyway, hello, Scott.
Hey, Washington Post and Huffington Post published author Socks Mahoney, right here. Sorry, it's Scott. That's my internet name. I gotta use the real one.
Yeah, because you're a published author now. You know, you gotta be up front with your brand.
Well, it was even better because like the Washington Post article just said the babe follower.
It actually called you the babe follower, like in the text.
Well, no, they just published my tweet, so it's like, and that was my name at the time.
It's like Washington Post appreciates the wise words of the babe follower for saying that racism is bad, actually.
Pretty much.
Incredibly wise of the babe follower to point this out.
And Huffington Post is just their private account. They're the ones that don't go horny on main.
Oh, okay. That's fine. Thank you, Washington. Thank you, Huffington Post, for keeping it on the down low and keeping it in the DMs. Washington Post, you better be washing yourself, because I'm going to be washing my eyes after looking at your fucking timeline, alright? You're washing it a ton.
They can't stop posting anime pics.
That's the kind of humor that you'd expect from videogamechoochoo.com. Quality, quantity, Chooch.
Washington Post out here asking who's posting feet pics. Okay, I'm done.
Who is Scott, who is posting feet pics?
Say, someone out here is posting feet pics? I don't know who. I need them to come forward right now. Who is posting feet pics?
Hey! Kicks down door, shoots it up in the air. Who it is posting feet pics?
Someone's
like, not even necessarily asking for them, just being like, I need to know who's doing it, and I need to know right now.
Who the fuck is posting feet pics? Please.
I need a name. I need a name. It's my brother. He's very sick.
No! It's the only cure.
God, no, that there was definitely a picture I saw of someone, like, DMing a girl and just being like, hi, I'm blank's mother. He got in a car accident, and the only thing that'll cheer him up is your nudes or something like that. Like, oh my god.
I remember that one. Oh, that's real good. That's real good.
Like, at that point, I would just be like, I'm gonna be the one sending you to the fucking hospital, like, at this point, like... Jesus.
For real. I'm sure my mom would do that for me. She's real... she's very supportive of everything I do. She also fucking loves horoscopes, and I grew up in a household where if something would go wrong, she would just shrug and go, well, I guess Mercury's in retrograde. It's real funny. I love my mom.
Just some humor. It's
alright. It's just some light horoscope humor. What's your sign, John? What's your sign?
I was born July 18th, so I am a Cancer.
You're Cancer, just like me. We're both Cancers. Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. I read some. I don't know if this is the venue for this, but like a while ago, me and my buddies who do the Wrestling on Air podcast were like looking up our horoscope signs because 2 of them are Scorpios, and like there are a lot of what's the best way of putting this? There are a lot of websites out there dedicated to, like, the sexual prowess of certain signs, and the Cancer one is hilarious. I have to... Oh, man, I don't want to look this up right now, but, apparently if you're a Cancer, you are very fragile, and you need to lay back and just like, you need to be pampered. You need to make sure you are totally comfortable, and you need to just lay back, and you just need to relax. It's wild. Okay. Niall, please cut that out. That was very bad.
It's incredibly fucked up. Scott, you gonna just save that for episode 69.3. That's gonna happen like sometime next year, I think? I don't know. I don't know numbers. It's gonna happen and everyone's gonna hate us for it. Hang on, I'm gonna do math right now, and by that I mean I'm gonna pull up the calculator on my phone. 69 times 3. 207, so yeah, that would be like sometime next year, probably later in the year. So I hope everybody is ready for sorrow.
Love and sex are okay. Love and sex are irrevocably intertwined in the mind of most Cancerians. Many will be uncomfortable with the idea of physical intimacy.
Time out. Cancerian?
Yes. Listen, I am not the editor of AstroReveal.com, okay? I kind
of wish you were, so I could tell you to shut the fuck up.
Okay. End of the pod.
Yeah, let's get back to it. Oh boy. Okay, so we started the show off making stupid ass Danganronpa references because both of us are playing Danganronpa V3. My review is up. My review is up on the site. Scott, I'm gonna let you talk about it first before I get into it.
Okay.
I will say real quick though, we are still planning on doing the spoiler cast. It's gonna be myself, you, Trex, and Niall, as long as things go the way that they're planned, because that's basically who on the site's playing it.
Right.
So we'll see how it goes. But go ahead and talk about your experience of Danganronpa V3 so far.
So far I've done the very first case, which is extremely good. Man, I don't even know what to say, because I'm so, like, struck by it that I haven't gone back and played more of it since, and I finished that like 2 days ago. So, I just kind of like saved right at the end. And also, I, played that until 8 a.m, which is probably a mistake. But I got to the intermission and I was like, how much longer is this gonna be? Come on, we can get it done. And then I remembered Danganronpa case, like, class trials take at least 4 hours. But, yeah.
I mean, I feel like this game is explicitly longer than the other ones. Like, it definitely feels way more padded. Like that scene, I mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but that scene where you're setting up the cameras in the library, that scene takes ages.
It does. And this one, more than other ones, I feel like, has that, like, what's the way of putting it? Like, that, like... I want to say a Roman audience, Greek audience,
a Greek chorus,
choir, yeah, it has that like Greek chorus kind of vibe of like everyone has to say something, everyone has to get their line in every single time, and it goes so long.
And when there's multiple characters that don't say anything except for basically the exact same thing over and over again, it makes me want to fucking die. Like, how many fucking times do I have to hear Angie say, "Oh, Atua will provide for us"? Like, I'm like, Atua's gonna have to save your fucking soul when I strangle you. Like, Jesus, shut up!
You're the next one. You're out of here.
Yeah, exactly. You're out of here. Like, hey, everyone, I'm just saving some time for everybody. I'm the culprit. Just... I'm saving some time for you, and I'm removing some dialogue from this game.
But yeah, that first case has so many super clever twists, especially during the setup of it. And they're like, man, I'm not gonna fucking spoil anything. I'll save it for the spoiler cast, but like, even during the setup of it, I could kind of see what was gonna happen coming, but I didn't quite grasp it until during the class trial, which was so fucking cool. It's so good. Danganronpa, it's back, baby. It's good again. Unless you're John and you've beaten it and you hate the ending.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't wanna get too into it, but yeah, the ending of that game ruined the series for me, like straight up, the entire series. So, you know, I was in the exact same place you were when I was playing that game. Like, I really like the trials in that game. Like, all four of the trials are fun to figure out. I think the second trial is bad in the sense that, like, it's actually really fun to, like, figure out how it went down. But then once the question comes up, like, so who's the culprit? It basically just goes, you were supposed to know this, player. And then I was like, I don't know what? And then I straight up guessed who it was. And I got it. And then, like, they basically went, here's this one piece of evidence that proves that they did it.
Huh.
You were supposed to notice this, and I was like, I didn't notice this.
I
don't know what the fuck you're talking about, but okay, I guess they did it.
Yeah,
okay.
That doesn't seem like good logic. Like, weird things like that can easily make or break some of the cases in this game, especially because that's how mystery works. If you don't provide the evidence ahead of time, it doesn't make the solving the mystery feel better or feel good.
Like, they definitely provided it, but it was something so, like, circumstantial. Like, I never put it together, but then, like, once they explained it, I was like, you could have said that, but you could have called that piece of evidence anything, and I would have believed you. Like, it was so circumstantial. But the rest of the trials are really good. Like, figuring out all the puzzles in that game is super fun. It's very interesting, like, figuring out who did what and how. Like, and like I said, even though that second trial, that the, like, ending of that is bad, I still thought, like, a grand majority of that trial was really fun, figuring out how it went down.
Okay, that's good. You've been going ahead and, like, telling a lot of people how it ends just to, like, give them a heads up. You haven't told me, which I've specifically been like, I want to get there myself and judge it myself and see how it goes. So I'm still kind of, like, optimistic that maybe it's not as bad as
you should. I'm
maybe
gonna be real with you. You should try to lose that optimism, my friend. It's so bad. It's so bad. Like, I don't know. I feel bad just, like, coming out and saying that over and over. But, like, and, you know, I'm not, like, actively, like, going out there and being like, hey, who wants to hear it? Like,
yeah, you're asking people, like, who wants to know just in case.
No, people were coming to me about it. Like, I was, like, as I was finishing the game, I was just, like, posting, like, oh Jesus, this is fucking horrible, basically, on Twitter. And then, like, Mike, like, texted me, like, what's going on? And I was like, I'm gonna tell, like, I was like, it's the ending of Danganronpa V3, and he was like, tell me. So I told him. Like, I didn't, like, you know, it's just people, like, coming to me and asking, but, you know, it's very disappointing. It's very disappointing, you know?
Yeah. I mean, at least hearing this from you is, like, probably gonna cushion the blow for when I get there. But, you know, I'll know to anticipate that, which is at least helpful. But yeah, I had a couple of people, some of my friends, like, even Rose was telling me, like, it's bad. But nobody told me, like, the extent of how bad it was. I was just like, all right, I'm ready to be, like, disappointed with how this ends. It's probably gonna be something dumb. And then it just kept going and going and digging and digging and I was just like, this is seriously the, like, way that you're gonna posit this series? Like, unbelievable. Just unbelievable. Yeah. That's
But yeah, no. I mean, that's you know, my reviews on the site. I had some positive things to say about it, But at the end of the day, that game is such a tire fire, just like right at the end. Like, I was ready to just be like, this is a solid entry in the series, fans of the genre, blah, blah, blah. But then that ending happened and I was like, I don't know if I could recommend this. Like, this is so incredibly bad and so insulting to fans. I was just like, nope.
Wow. That's pretty hard to hear, honestly.
Yeah. I was fucking like shaking during that ending, like straight up, because I was basically just like, this is one of my favorite franchises in gaming, and this is how they're doing me. They're doing me real dirty right now. Like, it was rough.
Yeah, hopefully it's like, here's the thing, like playing through that first trial, and that's like that's a pretty big portion of that game. That still managed to give me the same experience I came to expect from Danganronpa and came to enjoy. Yeah. So knowing that at least a large portion of that game is something people who like these games can thoroughly enjoy is still a positive for me. And I can I can really get behind that. I know at least, like, just playing that, I can know personally that there's going to be more of that game that I enjoy, even if it's got a bad ending. But we'll see. We'll see when I get there. We'll see when the spoiler cast goes up. Yeah, we'll
probably talk about it more once the spoiler cast rolls around. But do you have any like opinions on any of the characters yet?
There's definitely more in this game of characters that I just flat out don't want to talk to. I don't hate Mew. I hate every time I have to go and talk to her, because I know it's gonna suck, but I think her character conceit is actually, like, kind of funny and definitely works sometimes. There are other characters I just can't really stand, like, Tenko is really, really fucking annoying. I feel like a big problem that I have with some of those characters is that, like, they don't incorporate their talents or, like, things that they necessarily enjoy into a lot of their dialogue. Mm-hmm. Like, that's my main problem with Angie, is that she literally never talks about doing art at all in the entire game. She never brings it up, but she's the ultimate artist, and all she does is talk about her religion, and it's just like, it's just a dumb joke that she just keeps bringing it up over and over again. And they do something a little interesting with it later on. Not going to spoil, but still, it's so frustrating that, like, that's her character, is just saying Atua, 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 Atua. It's like, that's not a character. That's like a fucking forced meme. And then, like, with Miu, like you said, like, her character isn't that bad. Like, her being this, like, brash, vulgar person who just, like, immediately shrinks up as soon as somebody says something back to her. Like, that would be, I think, better if, like, if there was more, like, I think when she, like, interacts with, like, Kokichi, that's, like, a lot more interesting, because, like, Kokichi, like, knows how to deal with her, basically. Right. But just any other time that she interacts with somebody, it's basically just like, she just walks up to someone and is like, hey, are you going to jack off to me later? And then they're just kind of like, and then she's like, well, bye. And then, like, that's it. Like, nobody, like, responds. She's just like, all right, well, when you're done, can you please give me the napkins that you used to jack off with? Thank you. Her individual lines are really bad, but her interactions are, for the most part, pretty good.
Yeah.
You were saying?
But yeah, well, I was just gonna say, we'll talk about it more for the spoiler cast.
I have other thoughts on characters, if you want to share.
Sure. Just real quick,
I think the Supreme Leader character sucks really bad. Like,
he's a piece of shit.
But he's not. I love professional wrestling, and I love bad guys in professional wrestling, and he just sucks. He's just like, I'm bad and evil.
I think that goes places, though.
Probably, but it's still
you'll see.
Not great. I don't enjoy him ever.
I think you'll I don't think you'll like him, but you'll think you'll think he's more interesting later on, I think.
Maybe, we'll see. I also think Kyo is very unfortunately designed, in the sense of, like, maybe he's wearing something that resembles a swastika armband too much. And that's very off-putting, and I just, like, every time I see that, I just don't want to go talk to him. And then every time he talks, it's just the super creepy thing of, like, oh, aren't humans so interesting? And he's just, like, you can just hear him rubbing himself the whole time. And I just, I can't.
You'll see,
huh?
You'll see.
I don't.
It gets worse.
Good. Cool. Okay. We're done talking about Danganronpa now.
Yeah, I know, right, dog?
Hey, Himiko's still great.
Himiko's the best. She's so great.
Fucking rules.
I just want to hang out with her. Like, I just want to, like, be like, here, come on over. We'll watch some fucking anime. Here's, like, a bag of chips. You don't have to move. Just fucking sit here for a bit. When we're done watching this shit, you just leave. See you later.
Bye.
Have a good night.
Have a good nap. Just go nap. Hey, if you want to go nap on my couch, you can. You're allowed. I love
whatever
her.
the fuck you want to do, just do it. I want the best for you, Himiko. Please.
I also like the cosplayer girl a lot. She's pretty, like, she's kind of like average, but every time she goes beyond that, it's like generally pretty funny and entertaining.
Yeah.
I like her.
Yeah, she's fun.
Yeah.
To an extent.
Don't lord this information over me. I'll get there. Yeah. I've been doing other stuff.
Maybe I'm the mastermind. Who
Maybe
knows?
you are the Johnstermind. The Machonstermind.
I'm gonna puke. Oh, this is so bad. Anyway, yeah. Have you been playing anything else lately?
I've been doing a couple other things.
Okay.
I haven't been playing a lot. I got past ending B of Nier Automata, so I'm kind of like in the second half of that game, basically. And that's like, I've played like an hour of that so far, and that seems like infinitely more interesting than the first part, even though like the first part wasn't really like bad or uninteresting in any way. It's just like, oh, it just immediately escalates. It's cool. Like I'm gonna play more of that when I get the chance. But that's my Nier Automata update.
The Automata update.
I also did that Disney raid a couple times. We've been me and my clan Shin Megami Pepsi, the digital soda summoners, have been going out of our way to kill Callus multiple times, and we have been learning a lot of hot strats. We have been getting a lot of force of will, dealing lots of damage, and like getting lots of great loot. It's just been like, it's been a generally fun time just to like chill with friends and do this thing where we like are very good at it. After like the first time you do that raid, it takes forever. Like you can kind of see that with how Giant Bomb dealt with it. It takes forever to like learn everything, even if you're researching stuff and you're figuring out how things work. But it takes a while to like get it, to like get a grasp on how to do it. And then when you get a grasp, it's like you can finish that thing so fast. We were like one phasing most of the earlier parts of the raid, not the boss. We ran the gauntlet the first time during the raid and just got it in one, just over. We're done. And then we went to the sneaking mission. We like did like an early wipe or two because our like new people who haven't done it before were and that's the other thing, like we were carrying some people too, but like our new people who haven't done it before, like they were still learning how to do things, but once they got a hang of it, like in like 2 rounds, we got that done too. It was wild. That thing is, I think, way easier than a lot of the raids in Destiny 1, in the sense of like once you know how to do things, it's way easier to execute. And I don't know how much of that is intentional or just accidental, but like it's still fun. I can see it not being fun pretty soon, but it's still a good time. It's good to like get together with friends and pretend to be MLG for a bit. You know what I mean?
Sure, I'll pretend that I know what you're talking about. Yeah, the raid, right?
The raid. Yeah. But yeah, other than that, like, just a couple of things that I do just outside the site. Like, I did an episode of No Cartridge Audio with Trevor Strunk about Dark Souls, difficulty and like impossible spaces. Like, difficulty as a narrative conceit in a lot of the conversation. And that's a really fun episode. But I found out after that episode got released that I was shadow banned on Twitter, which means, my tweets don't show up in search results, and my tweets also don't show up in mentions. So what happened was, after that episode went out and got like a very big reaction, a lot of people I didn't know who didn't follow me were in my mentions, just like talking to me and talking to each other about Dark Souls. And I just couldn't respond to any of them. Like, none of them would see what my responses were. And that's just really super disheartening. Like, it feels like a personal hell, in a way. You know what I mean? Like, here's this one thing that I wanted my whole life. Just all these people talking to me about Dark Souls. Can't do anything with it. So that's kind of bad.
That's how it is sometimes. Yeah. Just yell at Twitter. Just be like, "Listen, I have a gun, and I'm gonna shoot the bird if you don't let me tweet at people again."
Yeah. The episode we put out is still real fun. Like, if you're interested in that kind of stuff, especially because here's the thing, it was put out kind of accidentally during, like, this really weird discourse about, difficult games needing an easy mode, or, like, needing it in the sense of, like, accessibility, like more accessibility for people who are disabled and can't play games to the same extent other people can. And like, that is, I'm all for accessibility. And then like, and then Hagelbon puts out the episode, and it's just, and it's titled Against an Easy Mode with Socks Mahoney. And I'm like, oh no. It's gonna make me sound like such a huge elitist. And that was like,
but don't throw the dude under the bus too hard. Like, I mean,
I already talked to him about it. It's cool.
All right, well, we got
a huge reaction, and like very positive reaction, which is something like I'm very happy about.
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure that I probably agree with a lot of the sentiments that you have. Is just like, I think that it is important to, cover all the grounds possible to help people with disabilities enjoy games, but also, like, there should be games that are difficult. Like, not every single person has to play every single game, Like, if you're not good at a game, like, yeah, you shouldn't be looked down upon, but also, whatever. It's not your kind of game.
I kind of feel like that's a little weird and, like, gatekeepy, but also in the same sense of, like, I don't like the idea of games compromising their artistic vision in order to, like, be so, like, so more people can play. It sounds like such a shitty thing to say. But I mean, like, games compromising their artistic vision to, like, get a broader appeal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I mean, and like, I know this might be like a weird way to say it, but like, there are now so many different ways to experience games. Like, you could watch a stream or a let's play or something of games now. Like, you can experience those games without really playing them too, Like, there are alternate venues, and, eventually maybe you just gotta practice it more, Like, there's all different ways that you can do it. And, if you really care and you do want to play it, I'm sure that there is a way for you to play it, and I hope that at the very least it becomes accessible. It's in some way, but
I'm not an expert in this stuff by any means, but a lot of people did come and talk to us about different ways they made Dark Souls more accessible. especially in the PC version where you can add mods. Like, some people just straight up added the ability to save scum, which is something Dark Souls does not allow by design, because Dark Souls wants you to commit to your actions and to live with them, so it does that by saving, like, every 5 seconds. So, but, someone using the ability to save scum to, like, subvert that to make it easier for them is not something I personally, like, agree with, but I'm not ever gonna tell someone not to do it if that's the way that they enjoy playing a game, especially if they have the ability to do so. Or, like, the people who are straight up gatekeepy about stuff that's in the game, like, engaging in co-op. Like, co-op significantly makes that game easier. And, like, it's part of the game. And people should engage with it. But...
yeah, like, I mean, it's just, if that's the way you want to play it, then good. If that's not the way you want to play it, then good.
Yeah.
Let people play the game how they want to play it. If there is a way to play it, then they should be allowed to do it,
Yeah.
Just don't be shitty about it.
Yeah, like, hey,
absolutely.
Chase your bliss.
Yeah, if you like it hard, then make it hard. If someone wants to play it on easy mode, let them play it on easy mode. You should be proud of it. You can be proud of your achievements all you want, but not everyone has to do what you do.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
All right. Anything else you got up to lately?
I plug it every time I'm on here, but we did another episode of Wrestling on Air that I'm actually super, super proud of. It's
When are you not? Are you gonna be not proud of the next one? Are you gonna think it's gonna suck ass?
I'm not on that next one, so I don't give a shit. No,
wow.
No, it's just like, there are times when I feel like I have to be super performative on podcasts, and when we recorded that one, I felt very comfortable, and I felt very in my own skin in a way I don't usually feel when I have to go out of my way to, like, put on a bigger voice than the voice that I have. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So, like, just like being able to be more comfortable in that podcast setting, and then, like, editing it and still listening back to it multiple times and still finding the shit that happens in it funny is, like, a really, really good, genuinely good experience. Like, I'm not trying to sell my podcast to people saying this. This is, like, a thing I genuinely take pride in. And it feels extremely good. I'm happy. I'm happy about that. I love being happy for once. But yeah.
Good for you.
Oh. John.
Good for you. No, anything else? Anything else going on?
That's about it. I haven't been playing too much, just, the same old stuff.
Yeah. Well, I just played Danganronpa, and then finishing that made me lose my will to ever play a video game ever again.
John,
so
no.
I'm quitting the site. So long. No, I'm not. I'm just fooling. I actually I did something a little dumb. I guess I could talk about this.
Sure.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not doing anything illegal with it, so I can talk about it. No, I'm moving soon. Mm-hmm. So I went and sold a couple of games at a game store that I just recently found out about, and I picked up a copy of Spider-Man 2 for PS2.
Nice.
And I decided, hey, I really don't want to hook up a PS2 and worry about all that bullshit. I'm just going to try to emulate it. Like, I'm going to try to run it on my PC.
Mm-hmm.
So I did, and it kind of works.
Nice.
It's, like, really close. I had to, like, do all kinds of weird, like, settings changing and, like, boost the power a bunch and then, like, turn it into, like, software mode instead of hardware mode and, like...
Jeez.
I don't know why Spider-Man 2 is so hard to run, but it is. And, I mean, I got it to work kinda. Like, all the graphics look good, but the FPS dips a whole lot.
Ooh,
like,
yeah.
That's the main issue. But then, like, if I switch it back to hardware mode, it runs fine, the FPS, but the graphics are, like, terrible.
Okay.
It looks like I'm in a fucking... Looks like it looks like someone, like, had a fucking epileptic episode while trying to, like, decorate something with neon lights, and that's how the city looks in that game. It's like, maybe you should have asked somebody else to do this, because you set yourself up for trouble here, bub. yeah, I don't know. Emulation is weird. And I mean, I don't know. I would love to like have that figured out so I could just play PS2 games without worrying about that. But
Yeah, that'd be real cool.
I mean, hell, I would love it if I could just play these games on my PS4. Like, I mean, I don't need the disc. If they just like put more PS2 games on the PS4, I would love that.
Mm-hmm. I've been thinking of maybe emulating Breath of the Wild, just so I can try out a lot of those mods people have been installing to that. Like, a lot of the, like, character swaps of Waluigi as Link, and then, pulling out your, what's it called? Your parachute, your glider, and it's just Buzz Lightyear. That sounds like a good time to me.
That does sound like a good time. God, that game is gigantic. There's so much shit that you could just, like, screw around with in that game.
Yeah, for real. I feel like the modding community is like just getting started with that. And then by the time
absolutely.
it's done, it's going to be like they created a whole other game. Like they recreated all of fucking Zelda 2 or Legend of Link with like a whole RPG progression
Legend of
system.
Link?
Legend of Link. No, wait. Legend of Zelda 2.
Link's Awakening?
No.
Zelda 2.
What?
Zelda 2 was Link Adventure of Link, I think?
Hold on.
The Legend of
Zelda 2.
I think it's Adventure of Link. I think that's what
The Adventure of Link. Yes.
Yeah.
We did it. We solved that mystery.
We solved the mystery. Yeah, there you go.
Danganronpa. Da-na-na. That was bad.
Good lord.
Oh god. What else are you up to?
Yeah, that's basically all I have to talk about. I'm sorry, everyone. I guess if I'm going to talk about something that's not video games, so Amazon had a thing where they gave you $10 for free if you like signed up for their music program. So I signed up for it and then immediately canceled it.
Mm-hmm.
Sleepy.
I hear that.
So I ended up buying a manga.
Oh no.
So I bought the first volume of Delicious in Dungeon.
Is this like John, is that a sex thing?
No.
Okay,
it's absolutely not. It's about a like standard D&D party where like there's a guy who's a knight, there's an elf mage, there's a like halfling pickpocket, and they have like another person in their party who's the knight's sister, but she gets eaten by a dragon while they're like deep in the dungeon. But funnily enough, the way that like the mechanics of the world work, it's basically like they treat death like it's not really that big of a deal. Like as long as your body is still there, like you can be revived. So they're basically like, we have to get to her not by the time she dies, but by the time she's digested, because they're like, we can't revive her if she's poo.
Yeah.
But if we kill the dragon, if we kill the dragon and there's still some of her body like not digested, we can revive her and she'll be fine. And so they're like, well, also the dragon's like hibernating right now, so we can take our time, but we should go rescue her.
Yeah.
So they go back to the dungeon, but then they realize like, oh, we don't have any food and we're all really hungry, but they're also like, we should get down there. We need to save her. And while they're like complaining and talking about food and like trying to figure out their finances, a dwarf comes up and basically goes, I'm an expert at cooking food from the dungeon. Cooking food from the dungeon, specifically. Like they go over and kill like a mushroom man and a scorpion. And they're basically just like, okay, we can like mix this up and make something, right? And the guy's like, oh, you can, but you have to do it this way. So like he like does all this like he basically like actually cooks it instead of just like throwing it in a pot.
Right.
And makes like a wonderful meal. And the whole story is basically them just going from place to place in the dungeon, finding creatures, figuring out how to kill them, and then figuring out how best to eat them.
Okay.
It's really cute. It's really funny. Like it's a cute, like innocent, like fun adventure story where these characters are just cooking up monsters and bickering slightly because they're all goofballs. And I really liked reading it, and I'm definitely gonna get the rest of the series because it's still ongoing. But I think they're actually I think it might actually be wrapping up soon, straight up. At least in Japan, they have 3 volumes out, and I think they're on the 5th volume, but I read the description for the 5th volume, and it says it basically says that in that volume they're gonna go rescue the sisters. So
finally,
yeah, I think they're kind of wrapping up. But I mean, maybe it'll keep going after that. Maybe they'll just add the sister as a character, and they'll keep going into the dungeon. Who knows?
Can you say the name of that manga again? But can you say it in the lowest and slowest voice you can muster?
Okay. All right, hang on. Let me take a sip.
Yeah.
Delicious in dungeon.
We need to stop.
You asked for it.
I know I did.
You asked. I delivered.
And now I regret it.
Let's move on to news. Scott, tell us your news.
Andrew House is leaving Sony as president and chief executive.
What the heck? What the...
Big ol' Andy House, the Brick House, as they like to call him over at Sony, is stepping down as president and chief executive, and will stay on as a chairman until the end of the year, and after that, he's out of there. He's
wow.
The Wall Street Journal reported, according to a current spokeswoman, that house plans to spend more time with his family after he finishes his career in the entertainment industry. Mm-hmm. So yeah, big ol' Andy's not gonna be there. Not gonna be there at E3 anymore, John.
Mm-hmm. That's a shame. He was pretty fun to watch.
Yeah. So John. I said John.
Yes.
So Andrew House is going to be replaced by John Cadera, who is presently Sony Interactive Entertainment's deputy president, and he and Cadera's been part of Sony for a while, especially in the portable audio business since 1992. So he's he knows that place, so I feel like Sony's going to be in good hands with him.
I mean, Andrew House was there for ages as well, so,
Yeah.
Nobody knows what he's getting up to, though, after this, right?
Presumably, he's just going to be spending time with his family. Probably retiring. Maybe. He's leaving at, 60 years old, is that?
Well, alright, yeah, then that sounds like good as time as any to retire.
I could be completely wrong about Andrew House. No, it's not 60. I'm thinking about Dave Meltzer from another thing earlier.
What the fuck?
Yeah, disregard that age. I'm sure Andrew House is way... let's look that up real quick. Andrew House.
Yeah. Please be nice to him. How old is he?
He is 52. So
not that far off.
Yeah.
Okay,
but yeah,
still, I mean, dude's probably pretty wealthy. He can get away with that. He was in charge of a gigantic company like that. He can get away with retiring a little early, I bet.
Yeah. Just a couple numbers, and from a statement that Sony put out, sales of the PlayStation 4 under House's leadership were at 78 million, with 70 million PlayStation Network subscriptions. And during his tenure was the launch of the launch of PlayStation Vue and PlayStation VR also took place. So he's
big things for them.
Yeah, but he's overlooked some pretty big things while he's been there at Sony.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's
happy trails to Andrew House.
World Star. I don't know what I was going to say for Andrew House.
What the fuck?
I was gonna say Godspeed or something, but for some reason my mouth said World Star.
He's not getting in a fight.
World Star?
He's not getting in a fight in a McDonald's, at least I hope he's not.
No, that's what he's gonna do after he leaves Sony. He'll just go,
that's fine.
Fight people at McDonald's.
He is just going to beat the shit out of Reggie. Like, they are just gonna throw fists.
He's gonna climb the treehouse himself.
Yeah, I was gonna say Reggie could probably snap him in half, but Reggie can snap like 90% of the population in half. So
Reggie could eat him.
Yeah.
How many people explore Reggie for? Anyways.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, our next bit of news here. So, remember when Street Fighter V came out and Capcom was like, you only need to buy one disc ever in order to keep up with everything that we're ever going to put out for Street Fighter V.
Yeah.
Well, they still technically kept that promise, but if you haven't bought Street Fighter V yet, there is a new option in order to get in on that get in on the third floor, kinda, because the ground floor is way in the past. So there have been a bunch of updates already. There have been almost 2 seasons. We're just wrapping up the second season of DLC characters for Street Fighter V. So there's almost 2 seasons of characters, story mode update, and other just like general changes to that game. And that's going to be bundled up in one big collection for Street Fighter V, the Arcade Edition, that's coming out early next year, January 16th next year. It's going to include both seasons of characters. It's going to include the story mode, a new arcade mode, which is like a bunch of different battles that is new to Street Fighter V. And every character is going to have a new V trigger. So, like a new ability that they're going to kind of base the character around. Like, V triggers are like imperative to how those characters play. So, each character having a new V trigger is like, I wouldn't say it's as far as like basically doubling the roster because of how different those characters would play.
Right.
But it's close. It's definitely close that they're adding a lot more nuance to that game.
Yeah, it would definitely add a lot more variety, especially because most fighting games allow you to like select different abilities. Is this like each character is going to have 2 V triggers and you can activate either of them like during a match, or is it like you select one?
You select one.
Okay, yeah, that makes more sense.
Yeah, so a lot of that stuff is going to just come to the base game. I mean, all of that is going to come to the base game eventually, for free. So, I mean, you still have to pay for the DLC characters.
Okay.
But you don't have to pay for the arcade mode. You don't have to pay for the extra V triggers. Or, they did say that there were some other modes that were coming. They didn't really specify them, but there are some other, like, modes that you can unlock new costumes and, like some other I think like a stage maybe, I'm not sure.
Right. So but so here's my question. Okay. I got Street Fighter V at launch. The arcade mode, the characters from the earlier seasons are included in that?
Arcade edition, yes, from seasons 1 and 2. So
like me as a person who got in like pretty early at launch, like I like haven't played for a long time. I will only be able to get those characters as DLC, and that's it?
Unless you traded in that copy and then just bought the arcade edition.
I mean, I have it on Steam, so
I
don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, yeah, that's kind of how it is. I mean, arcade edition's $40 instead of $60, and which I don't remember how much the DLC character packs are, but that might actually be just about how much it costs to buy the DLC characters anyway, both seasons. It might even be cheaper.
Right.
So it might be cheaper to just buy Arcade Edition than just buy the DLC characters.
I don't know. That still kind of feels like if you're getting in now, buying Arcade Edition, that sounds like a good deal. Like, if you're interested and you want to try that game, seems like the way to go. But considering it's a re-release of a game that's, like, been out for a bit now, and, like, it is including all of these other characters that, people have had to work hard for or pay for, like, it's just rolling that into it. That doesn't seem like a good deal for people who have been playing it for a while. I mean, if you've been playing it for a while, you've probably already bought the DLC characters. But from my position as someone who only plays it like every now and then, and like hasn't really taken the time to invest in new characters, it's like, you know, it just doesn't seem that it doesn't seem like a good situation for like existing players.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. How do you feel about that?
I kind of agree, but like I said, at the same time, like the fact that the arcade edition is basically the same price as just getting the DLC characters, I can't get that upset about it. But I don't know. I definitely understand, like from the standpoint of like, oh hey, that like they should maybe just like give people those characters if everything else is going to be free.
Yeah.
And like a lot of these people paid $60 fucking for that game when it came out, when it was absolute like me. I did that, and that is not a game that was worth $60.
Absolutely not.
I would say it is now. I would say that if they include like arcade, if they put out Arcade Edition, if they had not put Street Fighter V out, if they waited until now and then put out what Arcade Edition is as Street Fighter V initially, that would be a $60 game, no problem.
Right.
But yeah, it's just like the way that game launched was horrible, and it's good now. And I do recommend, like I would say, if you have not played that game yet, I think Arcade Edition would be a great way to play that game.
Right.
But you know, it's shitty that it took all that time to get to where it is now, and they're still asking for more from people. You know.
The part of it that bugs me is that the Arcade Edition like features are getting rolled in, but not the stuff that's viewed as extra content, which is like the characters and like extra stages and stuff like that. And that's kind of a bummer, especially because some of those new characters seem pretty cool, and I wish I'd had the chance to toy around with them. I'm not huge into fighting games, but knowing that like I already own this game, and like if I wanted to get back in, it would be an extra investment, seems a little like a bummer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just a shame, but you know, like I said, seems like a good way to get into it if you're interested. And if that leak is true, season 3 of that DLC is probably going to be really good.
Ooh.
It's like Sagat, Sakura, Q, Oro. Like they're doing some good characters for that next season. So
I take it back. I'm in.
Sea Viper.
Ooh, Sea Viper.
She does all those like spin kicks and shit. She's fun.
Yeah, she does. She's the one that like makes weird explosions, right?
Kinda, yeah. And then like her fists have like electricity.
Ooh, that's good.
A secret agent. She's cool. I just want to play as Q. I want to see what they do to him to make him like competent.
I'm not familiar with Q.
He's from Street Fighter 3. He's the guy in the he's the guy in the trench coat and the mask.
Still not familiar. But that's fine.
Look, all I'm gonna say is that one of his intro animations in Street Fighter 3 is just like an animation of a bunch of people and animals running away from him. So he's great. He's really good.
Okay, I'm in again.
Yeah. Alright, so let's move on to questions. If you have questions, please feel free to send them to videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask or podcast@videogamechoochoo.com. It's the email address you can send questions to. If you send a question, you will sound a little something like this. Tumblr user Stu the Great. Now I'll mention Stu again later on, but I'm just gonna say thank you, Stu. Stu asks, oh boy, now that Tigger's numbers exists in a form that everyone can enjoy, how do you best use the knowledge granted by Tigger's numbers in your everyday life?
Stu, I love Stu. Stu is another founding member of Shin Megami Tensei, but
absolutely.
But Tigger's numbers has been a boon in my life personally. Like I have not known structure in the form of numbers for a while. Like every day I would wake up and go, what the fuck are today's numbers? And then Tigger is right there, and he provides them to me, and he's like, ooh, and he's out of here.
I don't remember if I explained Tigger's numbers on the podcast. I think I did, but I'm going to do it again just in case. So basically, I was driving home from work one night, and I was trying to think of the game. I was thinking about the N64 game Tigger's Honey Hunt, but I couldn't remember the name. And for some reason, my mind just came to Tigger's Numbers. Just Tigger's Numbers. So I said that, and it was awful, and everyone laughed at me. But then I decided that Tigger's Numbers was just like a game where Tigger told you his numbers. And then Stu approached me and said, I can set up a Tigger's Numbers bot on Twitter that will just tweet the number. It's two numbers every day between 1 and 99. Mm-hmm. And Tigger chooses them at random and then bestows them upon us. Those are the numbers that he has dominion over for the day. And then Stu went one step further, and he actually made a bot for the Discord channel, so Tigger can share his numbers with the world, with the Discord server. And I'll be honest, it's kind of scaring me. Like there are like factions being made around Tigger's Numbers. Like every time he posts the numbers, there are people that are like, some people are arguing that they should be added together. Some people are arguing that they should be subtracted. Like there's people thinking that Tigger is like a benevolent force. Some people are thinking that he's antagonistic. Like it's legit. Tigger's Numbers may just tear the Chooch Discord apart, and it's great. It's fucking incredible.
I did post a very long screed in there about how what exactly did I say? That like all of the numbers that Tigger provides are there to provide doubt, because one, Tigger provides not one number, but two, so you don't know which number is quite the true number, or the T number as I've called it. But like I wrote so much of it in like a weird haze, and I don't remember any of it. But
look, the point is that Tigger posts his numbers.
Tigger posts numbers, and it's incredibly like important.
Ryan like drafted up a fucking box art for Tigger's Numbers, and it's the funniest thing because it looks real. Like it actually looks real. Like I have had multiple people like message me like, am I just not looking up this game correctly because I cannot find Tigger's Numbers? And I'm like, it's fake. It's not real. Like, they're like, what? No, I thought it was real. You kept talking about Tigger's Numbers.
What if it was a real game that when all it did was when you boot up your PS4, it just gave you two numbers? And then you had to log off.
Yeah, no, we were like talking about like making some kind of like really small game where it's just you just walk up to Tigger, he gives you the numbers, and then if you try to interact with him again, nothing happens.
It has to be in like a full 3D space that's completely black, and all you see ahead of you is like a very faint figure in the distance that's orange and black, and you have to slowly walk up to it, and then he says two numbers.
and then the game just immediately shuts down. That's exactly what Tigger's Numbers would be.
It's fucking horrifying.
So I will just say, there is a question in here about Danganronpa. I'm just gonna save that for the spoiler cast. We're gonna once Scott and Niall finish the game, that's basically when we're gonna record it. So if you have questions specifically about Danganronpa and Danganronpa V3, like it could be about Danganronpa in general. Like I think this would be a good time to just talk about the series in general too. So if you have questions about Danganronpa V3, anything, feel free to send them in. Just make sure that you say something that it is about Danganronpa, so we know that it's about that. But yeah, just feel free to send in questions about Danganronpa so we can talk about it during the spoiler cast. Our next question is from an anonymous Tumblr user who asks, what's the best representation of food and eating in gaming? Deadly Premonition captures the feeling of a good meal pretty well, in my opinion, and I agree.
I do too, yeah.
That's a really good one.
I think MGS3 doesn't do a good job of, like, capturing what it's like to eat a meal, but it does like when it runs those videos of like snake like stripping the bones out of a snake to like get a good old bite out of it, or like calling up paramedic to describe the different ways like certain animals can be eaten or like certain things can be consumed. That creates like a lot of really good imagery, and I feel like that's like no other game, like not a lot of other games go to that length to describe food.
Sure. I think Odin Sphere does a very good job at that. Maybe not necessarily in the eating segment, but God, the food in that game looks so beautiful. Like, holy shit. Oh my God, that game is just gorgeous to look at in general, but the food is so good. Like, food in like all Vanillaware games are amazing, but Odin Sphere has like very specific moments of like, you should eat some food.
Yeah.
So I feel like that stands out in that game specifically.
Food in FF15 also looks real good. Like there are times like fuck, what's his name? Ignis, yeah. Ignis will make a meal and just like put it on the table, and I'm like, what if I just fucking made that tonight? And I'm like, yeah, I can get behind that. It makes me hungry more than just like capturing the feeling of getting a good meal. But it just the way they try to make it look photorealistic, like, really puts you in the mood for what they're putting in front of you.
One other thing I would say is, like I mean, you know, it's not necessarily about like the eating of food, but I think like Cook Serve Delicious is a good like representation of like the preparation of food. Like, you know, it's not exact, but I think that for a game that's about like trying to rush things and prepare them, like I think that game represents the like harrowing, fast-paced action of working at a casual dining establishment. I think that's a good representation of that.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Let's see here. We got a question from Tumblr user Shoeless, who asks, what if Bubsy had a gun?
We'd be dead.
All right, next question. An anonymous user... this will be our last question. Again, if you want to send in questions and sound like this person, it is videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com/ask or podcast@videogamechoochoo.com. And this question is: name a person you would want to discover is secretly a gamer. Who would you want to find out is secretly a gamer?
I feel like I learned... fuck. Damn, that's a good question. How about, do you have anyone you want to like find out is secretly a gamer, John? Because I gotta buy for time while I think.
I want to find out that... like George Clooney is a huge gamer. Like, I just want to see fucking George Clooney, Mr. Hottest Man in the World, like 30 times in a row, to sit down and be like, dude, I fucking love Castlevania. Like, holy shit. Like, he's just sitting there and he's just talking about how much he loves Symphony of the Night, how much he just cannot get enough Senran Kagura. Like, dude loves that shit. Like, he's just, and like, I just want to see him talk about all kinds of dumb games. Like, he's just like, dude, I went out and I bought Pokemon. It was great. You know, I just want to hear him talk about all genres, all, like, just go to town. Just, like, I was on ER. You remember ER? Well, how about Trauma Center? He's like, I would have been in Trauma Center, but they never called me. I would have done it for free. Yeah. Because I love it.
I can picture him on a podcast with, like, his real deep baritone, just, like, going ham on games that he loves. And I'm like, I need that now.
Yeah. That's what I need.
I want Bernie Sanders to be a gamer. Now, hear me out. Okay. I think he would go really hard on visual novels, because those are, like, the platonic ideal of what exactly he is trying to achieve as, like, the leading democratic socialist in America. Just like, you know, he has old hands that can't do a lot of like Twitch gaming anymore, but he can definitely like sit down and just like, or, you know, have a good old time with some of his favorite anime girlfriends. I wish I knew visual novels better.
Bernie would love Persona.
Bernie would fucking love Persona. Bernie would go hard on Persona.
Absolutely.
He would just like, okay, I don't do a good Bernie Sanders impression, but I want to try.
Then don't. That's my fucking... Don't.
But
Who do you think Bernie would date in Persona 5?
Chie, all the way.
Persona 5.
Oh, Persona 5. I fucking still haven't played. I have a, like, wrapped copy of Persona 5 here.
Jeez
and
Louise.
I've had it since, like, fucking July, I think.
Oh my god.
Because I've had so many things to play, and I'm trying to catch up on Dang and Rampa, and then, like, when I'm not playing that, I'm trying to play Nier. And then Destiny came out, so I'm like, what am I gonna do? I'll play Persona 5 soon, and by soon, I mean 2018. Hopefully,
just, you know, I think he would go for Makoto. I think that's my opinion. All right, folks, there you go.
So I have one more thing to announce.
Okay.
Next Thursday night / Friday morning, Thursday at midnight, I am going to be doing a live stream of the brand new WWE game, WWE 2K18. It's like it's the yearly live stream I do where, like, me and some pals get together and, like, do silly stuff like download a bunch of people and have a battle royal. Last year was where the terrible homunculus John Cena 2 was crafted inside of our workshop. And he was the predecessor to what is his name? Wonder Boy Hypertail's Yuri Kisser, who is another amazing creation of ours. So hopefully we'll get to see another incredible wrestler take the stage. I don't want it to be John Cena 3, but that's what I'm, like, leaning towards right now. We'll see where it goes.
The end of trilogies is usually the weakest one, so, you know.
Yeah. John Cena 1 is already bad enough. No, I love John Cena. He's so good. But yeah, that's
right.
We'll be doing that on the Video Game Choo-Choo Twitch.
For sure, yeah. That's twitch.tv/VGCC. So some announcements, I suppose. If you visited the site recently, you will probably notice that you're not seeing a 505 error message or anything like that. That's because we finally moved hosts. I think it's safe to say, I'm just going to come out and say it, that HostGator was a very bad host, and I'm really glad that we're off of that service. We're on a different host, Nixie Host. So hopefully the site runs smooth and stays up even when it's hammered during, like, E3 time or anything like that. That's what I'm fingers crossed here. But it seems like it's been running perfectly fine for everybody so far. Yeah,
I do, like, some web design on the side, and I have, like, a couple clients that use Nixie Host and recommend it. And, like, their experience with it has been nothing but positive. So if I'm not here to, like, do an ad or anything, but if you've had,
this
like,
is no advertisement.
If you've been, like, having trouble with hosting and, like, you don't know what exactly, you're trying to find something that, like, maybe is a little more reliable, that is an option. That is something you can try. And we here personally at Video Game Choo-Choo, so far I've had a good experience with it. My clients who have used it have had nothing but good experiences with it so far. So, like, you know, that is a recommendation.
But yeah, I would specifically like to thank Stu from the Discord server and your friend Scott, who did a lot of the heavy lifting for getting the site shifted over. You know, just really nice of you to do that, and also thank you, Stu, for making the Tigger's numbers bot. You son of a bitch!
Happy birthday, Stu! Do you listen to the Adventure Zone?
No, I'm sorry. Well, I did for a while, but I dropped off.
Okay, so what happened recently was me and a couple other friends put in a what is it called?
Jumbotron.
We put in a Jumbotron for Stu. We put it on the Adventure Zone. Sorry, my dogs are barking. Okay. We put it on the Adventure Zone, and our message was basically like, "Happy birthday, Stu! We don't know when your birthday is, so it could happen whenever. So he didn't listen to that episode for a while, that came out like 8 months after we made the message. So after it like finally came out, I was like, I convinced like basically everyone we know to just say "Happy birthday, Stu" to him over and over and over again with like no explanation of why. So he just like got inundated with people wishing him happy birthday, and he was so upset about it. But then he finally listened to the Adventure Zone and he got it, and it was a good experience.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
It was a fun time. We committed mind games on Stu.
It's fucked up, but it makes you think.
Happy birthday, Stu.
Happy birthday. So that happened. Another little thing that you'll notice is that all of our author pictures should be updated on the side of the site. Trex, our very own Trex, did these cute little pixel art characters for all of us. They're all super cute and they're all very good. And they're going to be all author posts for the foreseeable future. There are still more upgrades to come. I don't want to spoil anything because, we're working on it. But this is not the end of improvements for the site and for our brand in general, I guess I should say, because, I've mentioned this. We're gonna have a new mascot too, so look forward to that because I've seen the mascot. The mascot is very cute, and I hope you all look forward to it. But that should do it. I'll just remind everybody to please go leave us a review on iTunes, rate it, review it, do all that good stuff, because that helps us out a lot. Feel free to subscribe to us on YouTube. Just look up Video Game Choo. We got our aforementioned Twitch channel, twitch.tv/VGCC. Scott's going to use that next week. We got our Twitter. That's VGCC. We have our Tumblr, videogamechoochoo.tumblr.com, and our Discord server, thegamezone.zone. So you can join up on that, and you can see Tigger post his numbers every morning and watch everyone freak the fuck out over it. It's great. But that should be it for this episode of the show. We'll see you next week with another episode of the Video Game Choo Choo podcast. Good night.